you're an educator. Tell us a little bit about your education. Where did you go to school at? What was your major and all that?
Well, when I graduated high school, I started going to school to Bronx Community College.
Okay.
It wasn't my first choice. I was actually scared to go away to school because girls, if you're listening to this, go away to college. That relationship is, not to sound doubtful, it's not more important than your education and not important than your life experiences. Go away to college. I was scared to go away to college because I was in a relationship and I was like, I don't know. But nonetheless, I went to Bronx Community College for early childhood and education. It's a good experience. Community college, very cheap. So if you don't want to go away, you definitely want to keep your pockets down. Hit up a CUNY or a community college. Next, from there, I went to, actually the summer before I went to BCC, Bronx Community College, I went to a college enrichment course. Basically, they help you transition from high schoolhood to adulthood into college, and that really helped me out a lot. After I graduated BCC, I went to Lehman College. That's in the Bronx. It's a CUNY as well. I majored in psychology, minored in education, and I also took some studio recording classes. So I know how to like record myself. After that, I joined this program called Teachers Fellows, where I was training to be a certified teacher. And unfortunately, I got through the program, but I realized it just wasn't for me. Teaching children with special needs was just something that I couldn't handle at that time. So I went through the whole program. They paid for me to go to school. I got a few master credits, and now I'm here in Atlanta. So I quit that job in January, and now I'm here.
Okay, now you gotta put me up on game. What's a CUNY?
A CUNY is a City of New York University.
Okay. Yeah, and you learn something new every day. You know what I'm saying? That's what Ears to the Streets all about. Learning. I'm telling you.
CUNYs are very affordable. My mom went to a CUNY. My grandma went to a CUNY.
Yeah. That's what's up. So you in Atlanta now?
Yeah.
What prompted that decision to leave the Bronx and venture out into the world, and what made Atlanta be your state of choice?
Well,
or city of choice.
Right. Probably like 3 years ago, I had visited a friend in Atlanta. The experience was dope. My dad moved to Atlanta. He moved back because he didn't like it. But I moved here because I wanted to expand my music network. And it's cold as hell in New York. So I know the winters here are not that harsh, that brutal. So I was like, this is a land of opportunity. And when I got here, man, I've never seen so many black stores in my life. I mean, before moving to Atlanta, I was living in Harlem for probably like about 8 months. So once I was in that environment, I'm like, I know I'm gonna thrive here. Like, I love being black. I love everything about being black, and that's what it's about down here. So
right, hey, that's what's dope. I had one question, but now I gotta ask this question because you said you love being black. Let the people know, whoever, young, old, whatever. Let them know how important it is to be proud of the race, ethnicity, nationality, whatever you are. You know what I'm saying? Let the people know how important it is to have that.
It's very important just to know who you are and whose you are. I don't think it's even a thing about skin color, but it's also, I believe that it's really just about admiring who you are. But honestly, being black, I love being black. I didn't always accept that part of me. Like, I used to cry when my uncle would be like, oh, damn, you got black. And mind you, I was 8 years old and getting perms, and I was kind of being transitioned out of, like, loving myself, But it's very important to accept who you are and accept others for who they are, but regardless of their skin color. But being black is just acknowledging your origins, where you come from. Like, I really come from sharecroppers. Like, my grandmother, she was a sharecropper. My great grandmother was a sharecropper. They moved up here in North Carolina in like the early I want to say the 1950s, somewhere around that time. and she worked her ass off. And and my great grandmother, she died when she was 113. Her mother was a slave. I know where I come from, and I think it's more important to just know where you come from, so you can just stand on those roots. So now, anywhere you're going, you're like, I can do that. It's in my blood. It's in my blood to hustle like this. It's in my blood to grind like this. It's in my blood to love like this. Because my family, like, they give you your last. Like, it starts with me, but no. They're generational curses, but they would really give you their last off their back, and I think that's why the generation in my family, we've been so blessed, because it's just where we come from.
Right. I definitely hear where you're coming from. Y'all heard it from the Queen. You know what I'm saying? From Queen Scholar. She just broke it down for y'all why you should be proud of who you are. Be proud of your lineage. And definitely always represent for your ancestors and the people that come before you, because they sacrificed a lot to get you where you are.
I love how you wrap that up.
You like that? You like that?
Yeah.
I'm getting better with this interviewing thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that was dope.
Any of y'all want to come hot? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. And I just started doing this like 6 months ago. Fly with it.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? A little Chi-Town cockiness. Okay, so we in Atlanta now. Before we get into Atlanta, when you did, because you are artists, you do rap. Did you do the Under 25 album when you was in the Bronx or when you was out here?
I did when I was in Harlem, in New York, yeah.
When you was in Harlem? Okay.
The thing is, now I didn't really want to speak about the song, the album, but I'm glad I'm on this platform speaking about it. Like, I kind of want to be like, oh, I get famous. Honestly, it was a compilation of songs to just show reverence to all the wisdom that I acquired while being under 25. And it's just crazy because I was speaking some life at such a young age, and when I look back, I'm like, wow, these songs are timeless. So I gotta put these on and just show some reverence to young Sierra, young Queen Scholar.
Oh, there we go. Also, Sierra?
Yeah, Sierra.
Okay. You learn something new every day.
Yes.
So, being in Atlanta now, you're an artist. How are you approaching your creativity now? Is it something that's changed? Like you said, you evolved. Is the creativity, is the approach to creativity has changed? Are you doing your beat selection any different? Are you looking for certain type of beats? It's like, break it down, like, for your new project that you got coming up.
That's such a powerful question. It really has changed. I'm so much more focused. I've realized that music even develops boundaries between people. Like, there's so many things I probably wanted to say and react, but I had to put that into my music. Whereas when I'm in a space that I've always been comfortable in reacting the same way I'm used to reacting, it hasn't been really healthy. And sometimes you outgrow your environments. So being here has encouraged that growth. And so this is a new environment, and it's encouraged the growth that I've been trying to reach while I was in my old environment. So it's a really powerful experience. My beat selections are it's not even about the beat selections. It's about the lack of mediocrity that I've been doing. Like, usually when I get to New York, sometimes I have a short attention span when it comes to doing certain beats. Like, I'll rap for like a minute and 10 seconds. Now I'm really, really honing on writing the full song, no matter what it sounds like. I'm just really getting comfortable with the groove of, just being lyrical and just writing out what I feel at the time.
Okay, very dope, very dope. One thing you said about outgrowing your environment, I have to admit that where I come from, I felt like I outgrew it, and I probably outgrew it a lot longer before I actually left. I might could have left maybe like 3-4 years before I actually left, if not more. So there's definitely something that people need to hear about. Don't get comfortable with where you're at and think that's the only place you're supposed to be in life.
Yes.
And then also by taking yourself out of your comfortability, you don't never know like the possibilities that you'll be opening up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's real dope. And then, like you said, with you being a creative person, it's just gonna be dope stuff. You know what I'm saying? I believe, it's like wine. Things get better with time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely dope. So go ahead.
Even like, my brother Jesus, like, he had to go out of his comfort zone in the mountains to get, the kind of clarity or to fully understand his purpose. I don't want to get all preachy on this, but I do remember seeing something that said that sometimes God will let the enemy tempt us so that we can resist and actually see our full purpose, see our full potential. And through temptation, through struggle, through resistance, you really see your purpose. And that's what.
Right. Just like you used to watch Pokemon.
No, not thoroughly, but I did. I know. You can throw a reference out there. Let me see if I catch it.
Well, the whole thing was like they started off as these little, it's kind of like an evolution thing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But as
like
they get
Squirtle wasn't always Squirtle, and then he
had
things with guns on his back.
Right. You know what I'm saying? He get beat up, and then he be laying there. And then had the little Z sign, like he sleep, and so he got knocked out. But then he had just morphed into this, you know what I'm saying? This beast, this better creature. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that analogy. I never thought about Pokemon like that. Yeah. I just see them as Charizard, and then he's dragon.
Like you got don't nobody watch it now. But if you ever run into it, like they always elevate it after a triumph. Well, not after a triumph, after
tragedy.
After tragedy, right? You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
I didn't notice that. Wow.
Yeah, right. Skylar's gonna be watching cartoons all night tonight.
I am.
That's dope. So